Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. COVID-19 is a challenging issue for the world and economies. We are going to ask CEO of Doha Bank, Dr.Seetharaman, a few questions.
Please.
COVID-19 has been impacting the world and Qatar economy. What are the directives from the state of Qatar?
COVID-19 as a pandemic has been impacting the humanity. It is catastrophic in substance. There's a huge disruption to the economic momentum, social changes, and again, it's a true transformation in terms of lifestyle and overall global growth and productivity. Now, in terms of the government directives in Qatar to enable the business community, individual or institutions, they have come with clear directives from His Highness Emir of Qatar, His Highness Sheikh Tamim. As announced set of directives, number one, 50 to 75 billion has been allocated in total terms. 50 billion is confined to banking sector, which includes deferment of the loan for the next 6 months along with the interest, allocation of a specified amount to lift the capital market, Qatar Exchange, supporting through Qatar Development Bank a sizable support in terms of short, medium and long term for the loan, concessional loan, as well as ongoing sustainable performance of the small and medium sized entrepreneurship, waiver of the customs duty, electricity, water payments. And again, we have also seen affected sectors, whether it is tourism or hotel, whichever be the industry which are impacted or contracting, the sectors will be supported by the current directives.
What are the steps taken by QCB for banking sector?
On announcement of the Emiri decree, Qatar Central Bank has come out with internal promulgations to make sure the banks under the integrated regulations comes to terms. Number one, the loan deferment for various affected sectors, they have taken stock of the amount required for next 6 months along with the interest. Number two, waiver of charges for ATM and point of sales. Number three, they are in close coordination with QDB to support the small and medium sized entrepreneurs for their prosperity. Number four, they have ongoing liquidity provision for local currency, Qatari Riyal, as well as dollar. Number five, they have taken steps to support the blue collar workers through WPS schemes, that is wage payment scheme from various companies, and the list has been given to the banks for onward transmission to the beneficiaries corresponding countries. They are also working on digital shift, making sure social distancing is practiced in total terms. So it is contingency management plus business sustainability, all these in terms of financial service and sector has been planned to the perfect levels.
How you are going to help the public in terms of banking and overall economy?
Drawing from what His Highness has promulgated and allied direction from the regulators, in this case Qatar Central Bank, the banks are now geared up. We are getting liquidity support from the central bank. We submitted the details of the companies who are impacted on account of the COVID-19. We are going to make sure they are not under stress in terms of their debt servicing for the next 6 months. Along with the interest, we are postponing it. In close coordination with Qatar Development Bank, we are submitting the request for, again, concessional loans for a period of 6 months and thereafter. We are also enabling the safety. Health comes first. Accordingly, we have safe practices like sanitizers, gloves, and ensuring social distancing is practiced. Now, clearly, all the transaction-based processing are all now moved to the digital channels. The corporate side, those who want to visit the branches for cash deposit or cash withdrawal, other transactions, they have been supported by the wider network. Banks like Doha Bank, which has got technology support in terms of digital advantage as well as a very large network, we are making sure the government directives are fully complied and adhered to.
What is the IMF outlook on global economy and Qatar?
Global economy is going through extraordinary set of great recession after 1930 depression, more than 2008 and 9, a financial crisis. Entire world is under stress. The global growth is being projected negative, minus 3%. That is contraction in the world economy by 3%. It includes advanced economies like United States, minus 5.9%, United Kingdom, 6.1%, Euro as a fraternity, 7.5% contraction, and again Japan, 5.8%. So UK we had talked about. So essentially advanced economies are grossly underperforming to the tune of minus 6.1%. When it comes to emerging market, which was not the case in 2009 financial crisis, they are also under the water. Except China and India. India is going to do positive 1.9%. China is going to do 1.2%. Rest of the emerging or developing economies like South Africa, 5.8%. When it comes to Brazil, 5.8%, Russia, 5.7%. That's the level of contraction we are seeing, summing up to minus 1% in emerging markets. When it comes to Middle East, North Africa and Central Asia, that is going to be not less than 2.8% contraction. This is a huge downward trend. That is why the policymakers are relaxing in terms of liquidity. The financial reporting in terms of compliance format, whether it is Basel III or otherwise, has been marginalized, and the individual discretion has been given to regulators to propel the normalcy in terms of debt servicing. And again, interest rate easing has been taken as a monetary policy alignment. Fiscal and monetary alignment has to come in to see the financial impairment on account of the global financial crisis is not impacting the sustainable performance of the economies for this year and after.
How the business will drive in short, medium and long term, and what precautions the business has to take?
Absolutely, you have to be cautious in the way you run the business, whether you are a trading or a manufacturing, service, real estate, contract or financial services. Risk integration is the key. You have to essentially understand debt servicing capacity of individual institutions have changed. We have to necessarily restructure the debt so that your liquidity is there for you to sustain your business during the crisis and after. So there are enablers like financial institutions and regulators to support your mission. We should support in recognizing the government directives in terms of social distancing so that there is no impairment in terms of health for your staff. That's very, very important, especially when you have large number of expatriates, and local Qataris needs to be supported in total terms for their personal well-being and the rules in terms of on-site, off-site split as directed by the government, 80-20, and following the strict timing is important. Observing social distancing in total terms is very vital. When it comes to business reorganization, change the business model. Look at the counterparty risk, look at the cross-border risk, look at the global risk, and make sure that you have to marginalize the supply as well as demand in total terms based on reorganization of the economy. So particular focus on redefining your business model, restructuring the business, ensuring business continuity, ensuring you have liquidity in total terms is a major precaution, irrespective of the industry where you come from, is vital.
Thank you.